And we're continuing to follow the developments involving St. Louis Sheriff Alfred Montgomery. He's been put under house arrest as he faces new federal charges. A new indictment accused him of tampering with and retaliating against witnesses in an ongoing investigation. It's related to an incident when he handcuffed City Justice Center Deputy Commissioner Tammy Ross. A hearing is scheduled for Tuesday when more evidence is expected to be released. Montgomery maintains his innocence. And our political editor Mark Maxwell has breaking news about the sheriff in an effort to name his replacement. You've been working on this moments ago. This all just kind of came down for you.
Yeah, things are moving very fast right now, Mercedes. In fact, last night's developments really escalated this whole thing. Right now, city leaders are taking their cues from that house arrest very seriously. They believe the chances of the Attorney General succeeding in expelling Alfred Montgomery just went from somewhat low to nearly inevitable. The Attorney General is expected to be back in court again this afternoon, seeking for a fourth time to immediately expel Alfred Montgomery. Because if he's under house arrest, who's doing the job? We just got back from the Board of Aldermen meeting this morning. Board President Megan Green, Public Safety Chair Brett Narayan, they're all huddling with the city councilor within the last few moments. They believe if the state succeeds in expelling Montgomery, then the city, not necessarily the governor, should have a role to play in announcing his replacement, even on an interim basis. After we left the Board of Aldermen, I walked down the hall to Mayor Spencer's office. In this exclusive interview we're going to show you, she acknowledges conversations are already underway in very high levels with the governor's office. They think there's a good chance Governor Kehoe might let City Hall pick the new sheriff. In fact, the mayor already has someone very specific in mind. And if the state succeeds in expelling Sheriff Montgomery, who has the power to replace him?
There are a lot of conversations happening along those lines, and not only who has that appointing authority, but who could play that role. There are a lot of folks out here who take the role of law enforcement very seriously. I think there's a lot of good candidates. I think former Police Chief John Hayden would be one of those that I would consider an excellent choice in the matter. But we are really digging into making sure that we have the statutory authority correct here.
Highly unusual for a mayor to name a potential sheriff while we still have one. To be clear, Sheriff Montgomery has not yet been removed, but the court docket, in fact, doesn't even show any hearings on the public schedule, at least at last report about 5 minutes ago. But law enforcement and court sources do tell us they expect that new hearing for the state to try and expel Montgomery today to occur at 1:30 this afternoon, about an hour and a half from now. That's one reason for this sort of frenzy of activity on this front. There are a lot of people at City Hall eager to put this chapter behind them, and they want to be prepared for the possibility that today could be Sheriff Montgomery's last day as St. Louis Sheriff. Mercedes.
Obviously a lot of moving parts here, Mark. Curious, how is Sheriff Montgomery's team handling all of this? This is a lot, and it's been a lot over the past several months and weeks, as we know, but today especially, what are they saying?
Yeah, I just got off the phone with some of them too. Last night, before last night, they were feeling pretty good about their chances, both in federal and in state court. Then everything changed once those quotes from that private phone call came down. So while they understand the gravity of the sheriff now facing these new federal felony charges for witness tampering and intimidation could carry serious prison time, Montgomery's closest aides and confidants still express confidence. They think he could win at trial. But I asked, what about those quotes in the federal indictment? They do look pretty damning. They tell me, well, he didn't say those things directly to the deputies whom he demoted or suspended or let go. So while they may speak to his personal motivations, they might argue in court that because he never made those comments directly to the witnesses who were deposed, that he didn't directly intimidate or tamper. So it's their belief they still have a case here. They also believe the recording of that sheriff's phone call was captured by some informant inside the office, not a federal wiretap.
A lot going on, Mark. We know you'll stay on top of this and have more for us tonight. Thank you.